I'd rather you hate me and get better than like me and stay the same. A lot of us are full of shit. I was one of those people back in the fucking day. And sometimes I'm still full of shit. We think that we're working our ass off, working hard. We've been working out hard in the gym for a month, but we haven't seen any results. So we get all fucking down and poop your pants and shit. You study for 30 minutes for a fucking test, and you didn't do as well as you thought. What the fuck do you expect? You're not putting in the work. You have to do more. You gotta stop telling yourself that you're doing enough. In life, it's never enough until you feel this overwhelming feeling of shit, man. I'm outworking the crowd. I'm outworking everybody. I'm doing more. It's not until then, once you get there, that's when you fucking know you've done enough. Stay hard.
He works day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years.
You're at such an important part of your life because you are making the decision for the rest of your life right now. This is your big time. You're most wanted. Everybody wants you. You're young, you're smart, you're brilliant. And this is the time that's going to really guide the rest of your life. So it's a very important time for you.
It's funny, man. People want to know how I'm always motivated. It's the unseen work. Like, I'm out running at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, long sessions by myself. That's real. How I'm able to just extract dopamine, the good dopamine whenever I want. Man, I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone. And while I'm still hard on myself, I know what I did. So whenever times get bad, people, all this, who's gonna carry the bolts and lock? That's real. I hate that people know me for that guy, because that guy is not every fucking day. Like, when they see me, they want that energy. That's not me every day. I can extract it immediately when I need to, because when you train alone, and I lived alone for so many years in this misery, and you're able to get out of it by yourself, I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose. And like, the feeling I get is something I can't even explain by myself. I don't need anyone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation that whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fly. You know. And then from there, it's like, oh, okay, you were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. Now think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, moments won't ever come again.
Don't worry about competition. There's nowhere in this world, there's no competition. You have to get used to it. It's like a 10,000 meters running. For the first 200 meters, don't think that guy is competitor. Keep on running. 3,000 meters later, you will know who's the competitor.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
It's all right not to have shit figured out for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your whole life to figure shit out, bro. Like, it ain't gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, one day either. Like, bro, you might not have shit figured out for 10, 15 years. And then next day you got everything figured out. And everybody sitting here looking at you wondering, how the hell you figured all this shit out whole time? They not knowing that this shit took you a long time.
And one of the most important things, never, ever quit. Never quit.
It's a great feeling to know that you set a goal for yourself. You were able to reach that goal, but to not get that.
And I've seen people quitting. And if they would have held out longer, they would have been successful. I've seen it so much. I've seen some of the most brilliant people in the world that never made it because they were quitters. They were just quitters. They would quit. They would they just couldn't take it. They couldn't, whatever.
I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
I mean, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, you could be successful in anything.
No, you normally are.
After watching that film, I come to understand if I could work that hard every day, with being blessed with the physical tools that I have, what would my career be? And I made a promise to myself from that day that I was going to work that hard every single day so that when I do retire, I have no regrets. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day, do that for 20 years, what do you have?
I think that there's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen.
We live in a world where mediocrity is often rewarded. And I sat there and I had time to reflect back on my life. Being bullied, coming from nothing, learning disability, messed up foundation. Life isn't fair at all. So what are you gonna do about it? I knew that no one was coming back to help me. No one was gonna miracle me to be somebody special. It's solely on me. So I had to start developing an indestructible mental toolbox. I honestly want to be considered one of the hardest men to walk the planet Earth in the history of the world. And what I mean by hard, I'm not talking about the guy who does the most pull-ups, the most sit-ups, runs the most. Just a person who's able to overcome any adversity in front of him, to figure out a way. Hardness isn't about all this physical shit, man. Yeah, it helped me get to where I'm at. But all I was doing in the whole process, the process wasn't to be ripped. It wasn't to walk around with my shirt off. That wasn't it. I knew through the physical challenges, through the physical suffering, my mind was getting stronger. I was literally doing that for a reason. I had a weak mind. All the rest just happened to come with it. I was trying to strengthen the mind to handle all the judgment that's passed on me. Perceived and not. Sometimes you make it up in your own head. We live in a world now that's so kind. We find the kind way around everything. Like, if you don't look good, I have to find a kind way of saying, I don't like your shirt. Right. That's not the approach. The approach you have to take, at least I took. You take whatever approach you want. The conversation had to be a real, honest conversation in the accountability mirror of, guess what? I was fat. Don't find a kind word to say that, you know what? I've gained some weight. No, you're fat. When I couldn't read, not like, hey, even learning disability. No, I cannot read. The 4th grade reading level, I'm struggling. And sometimes I call myself stupid. Not in a way to put myself down. So don't take it like, my God, those are so hurtful. Yeah, they're hurtful, dishonest.
I believe, and I learned very young, from my parents, absolutely, that you don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. And you do that every single day. And soon you have a wall. And I think psychologically, the advantage that gives me over a lot of people that I have been in competition with in different situations is it's difficult to take the first step when you look how big the task is. The task is never huge to me. It's always one brick.
Me too.
Life is hard. It's hard when you're 49 years old, been working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance pay. You got to start all over again. It's hard when you're married and raising children and your children are crawling and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies of life. It's hard when you're working on something and you put everything you have in it, and it doesn't work out. You lose your money and other people's money. It's hard. It was rough when I lost my job, and I could not find a job. It was humiliating and embarrassing, borrowing money, and then I couldn't pay the money back when I told them I would. That's rough. How people look at you, how they respond to you. It's very hard. It's humiliating. Here's what I discovered that happens to you in life, that you will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you? Raise your hand. Did it ever happen to you that I couldn't understand it there? But after I got through it, then I saw that was preparing me for bigger and better things.
We call these instructor-led runs. Most of the time, we knew the start and end point. So on the way back, I started seeing people getting happy and shit because the end was near. But there were some asshole instructors that would hear the happiness and go right on past the end point. When that happened, everybody stopped talking. Heads would start dropping. And I started taking fucking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are. Stay hard.
As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy what? Easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through.
When you take that road and you just don't want to just fit in, it's a lonely road. It's a lonely road, and you get a lot of haters, man. And like I tell people all the time, man, if I could walk on water, motherfuckers would say because I couldn't swim. And I used to get so mad, like I said, about this fucking shit, man. But I sat back one day, I was like, you know what? All these people hating on me, man. Like, these people are funny. Keep on talking your shit. I will absorb it and make a mixtape out of your fucking ass, like I do. You will never, never in life meet a hater doing better than you. So when I fucking realized that, and Jennifer gets so mad at the lies she hears and this and that, because it comes all through. They spew it.
Yeah.
I told Jennifer that shit, man. Stop. Yeah, fucking calm down, bro.
I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender and say, okay, all right. I cooperate. Okay, I learned. Okay. You had to wear me out a long time. So if it's hard, then do it hard. Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times? Les, you must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith. And that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore, you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You got to keep moving and keep plugging away.
The conversation has to become an honest conversation of where you're at mentally. Where am I at mentally? I look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm falling behind in school. I'm lazy. My house is a mess. You have to look at what it is and call it what it is. Don't find words to make yourself feel better, because so we hang around people that make us feel better, that tell us what we want to hear, not what we need to hear. And so we stay away from those people. And we stay away from those people, like our internal dialogue becomes that kind, it's okay. It's not okay. So that's where it starts. It starts with that accountability of it's not okay anymore. This can no longer be okay. And calling yourself out for exactly what you are and exactly how you need to fix it.
They have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people gonna do you? So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People gonna do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look, whoa, look here. Look how, hey, man, you know, I know you can do it. Look here, you got a job here? See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll during those times when you failed and things didn't work out. They were nowhere to be found. You know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. People know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did.
My first week back running after about 6-7 weeks. I know a lot of you don't understand me. I don't give a shit. But one thing I found out, I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world. There's one thing I fucking do know. This life is relentless. You better keep coming back from all your failures, all your doubts, all your shit. You better keep fighting, keep getting up. Never fucking lay down for shit. It's one thing we all agree on. If you've been broken once, you know how that shit feels. That means, fuck it. Try and break me again. One thing in life, suffering has no expiration date. It don't give a fuck if you're black, white, poor, rich, where you come from, how you were raised. It will keep coming after you. Stay hard.
If you're trying to go to that uncommon amongst the uncommon place, it's a lonely motherfucker up there, man. It's lonely. I'm not saying I'm better than every fucking body. I'm not saying that. And once again, I'm not speaking for every SEAL. I'm not. but I didn't try to be what they were.
There's people that are willing to go very far, and then there's people that are willing to go far further.
That's it.
And when you're a person who prides yourself on your ability to go very far, and then someone is willing to go far farther than you have to decide, do I want to look at that as the new standard? Do I want to judge myself? Do I want to admire him? Or do I want to try to take him down? Because I feel bad. Because I can't do what he does, or I haven't done what he does, or what he does makes me look bad, because I like to think I'm a hard worker.
Right.
I like to think I'm disciplined and hard. And then I see this fucking dude out there that just makes me look soft.
Right.
And so instead of just going, look at him, man, fuck yeah.
Right.
Instead of a smart person will look at that person as fuel.
I just kept on, man. Just kept on with it. I just kept the faith. I kept believing. I kept asking him. I kept wanting. God got great life for you, man. But you're gonna have to ask for it. And when you ask for it, you're gonna have to believe it. After you believe it, you gotta put your work in. Now, if you don't wanna do the work that it takes to be successful, this man with his success, if you knew how hard he worked, if you knew the hours he put in, the hours his daddy put in, if you knew what it really took, it's daunting. It's days, man, where you go, whoa, what is this I'm trying to do? But you got to hang in there. See, getting what you want is up to you.
So one big thing is the accountability, man. You have to start with yourself. So what happened in my life was we start to get, I call it like the rucksack. A rucksack is a pack that you carry in the military and you put all your stuff in it. As you're growing up, we all have a backpack, and what we put in it is all the crap we go through in life. That's what is in the backpack for the civilians, and we carry it around with us. My dad abused me, learning disability, stutters, immaturity, insecurities, self-doubt, so much crap on top of me. So much stuff. I lied a lot to create friends. So much stuff was in my backpack. No one's coming back to help me. So it starts with that person in that mirror. You have to realize you are on your own now. It's a very lonely journey. And it starts with the accountability mirror of looking at saying, hey, my dad who beat the hell out of me is not coming back. All these things are coming back. I have to face myself. And you have to own all those things that people may have done to you. Now it's yours. You got to own it. And it's yours now to fix the problems that people did to you. It makes no sense. It's not fair. I get it. But if you live in that woe is me mentality of guess what? My dad did this to me. My mom just did to me. People who bullied did this to me. You're going to always live right there. You have to figure out ways to move forward because you're not coming back. And it starts with the...
How you get there, that's up to God. See, the problem with you is you trying to figure out how to do something. Listen to this. The how-to ain't none of your business. The Bible don't tell you to figure nothing out. It say ask, believe, and receive. Now, see, you keep going down these churches, they keep telling you this, but you ain't listening. I'm asking you to listen.
I just want to be able to handle all of that. Everything. Physical, mental. I want to be perceived as that. Like an old school barbarian, an old school guy that's like, God, dog, man, nothing can hurt the guy, which is why the book is titled, Can't Hurt Me. I want people to have that mantra in their life. Take that with you. Take it everywhere you go in life. And if you believe that and you work towards that, callous in your mind, strengthen yourself, Can't Hurt Me is strong. In any situation, like when I was in Buzz, they beat the shit out of you. I'd be the first one to get up and say, can't hurt me, motherfucker. And they were beating the hell out of me. But you say that enough to you. False motivation becomes fucking real motivation after a while. Honestly, the next big challenge right now is what I'm doing right now. Like, when I was in 6th grade, I stuttered real bad, severely bad. 5th, 6th grade, 4th grade, horrible. Like my hair would fall out, white splotches over my skin, horrible anxiety. So me talking about myself as much as I am on stage, on podcast, I'm still overcoming. So I'm constantly coming outside my comfort.
You can turn your life around if you change your attitude. You change your attitude, you change your altitude. Stop sitting in here with that ain't what God created you for. Now, you might not want this life. You might not want what it takes to get here. But if you want this life, you got to put in your work. You got to put it in. You got to stay prayerful. You got to never give up. You got to talk to God every day. Now, if that ain't what you want to do, then good luck. You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been going. I would try something else if I was y'all.
To get to where you want to be at is not going to be easy at all. None of this can you down. None of this is easy. Like, they only see the body, like, they got the whole come up show. Bro, if I was people think my bro was bad. Like, I went fat. I'm saying it's a character. Bro, like, this it's not a street issue for TV. To stream it alone, the character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. It's how you look at something. If your name is attached to it, that literally do it right. Put in the pain, it's just your ability every single time, bro. Or yeah, I'm gonna put champions aren't one in the theater of the arena. Want to genuinely, they're one in the thousands of hours of training, the labs, and the 5 a.m. runs, and the training, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
Who are you?
The Harvard champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. Fear is self-imposed. It doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. I love fear. The reason why? Behind every fear is a person.
Who are you on this fucking day?
You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you live your lives. You're not taking it as freedom. If you face your fears, guys, you get fear. Once destroyed, it comes back in his confidence. Where else am I capable of? Where else am I holding my back? I'm capable of doing? What am I running from? I don't need to. What else can I overcome? You walk this journey, you must know, and it's going to go down before it comes up. When it comes up, it's going to be so much harder to do. Yes, right now, I'm on the difference between a winner and a loser. This is the winner gets back up, he does it again, and does it again, stuff until it goes his way. Then people stick up there. So you go good. Second, he's not hard, and he's going to look for something to blame. Like a picture out of something in the near future, relative future, that gives value to today. The world ain't all sunshine and life. Question answer. Who gets pain and nasty? Go after it. Give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. But it ain't about hit the wall someplace. You looked in the mirror too many times and haven't smiled. You want to change the situation where you are. They keep moving forward. And you do it right. The best of your ability every single time. Now, if you see when you has his hand raised on the podium one day. Take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or anybody. Battle. Cowards. You're better than that.
Well, everybody is ground.
That's what creates a champion.
Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. There's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
I was in college laptop. Everybody going to parties and shit. I'm in college with my bum-ass external drive hanging out the laptop, editing the video. Bitches is walking past the comment room like, what you doing in here? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm editing. I'm over here editing. I record the video, edit the video, 5 minutes before class, upload that bitch. The class is all the way across the other campus. I upload, make sure I upload, and I'm sprinting across the campus to go to my class, go to the class, and that video probably flopped. You feel me? Like, people think everything gonna be easy too. Like, numbers
don't worry about the numbers, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I post so much videos that don't flop in my past that didn't get me nowhere, but it's just the adrenaline of working.
I was consumed with this quest of trying to be the best, you know, and we weren't there yet. There's so many things I had to figure out. Like, am I training properly? Am I working on the right things on the court? There's so many things to do. I didn't have time to go and, you know, hang out over here.
Get off your ass and go grind, bro. Real talk. Get off your ass and go grind, man. Go make that money, man. Cause once you make that money, man, everything else gonna fall in line. No cap.
For too long in my life, I wanted to be accepted. Growing up, I lied. I fucking did what I could. If you fucking like UFC and I didn't, I love it. I love it, man. Let's go fucking watch it, man. Be my friend. Be my buddy. That fucking weak ass shit. I found out through this path of life, who is David Goggins? Who am I? So going through I did it alone. There was no fucking trophy on the fucking wall on the mantle. That trophy's in my fucking brain. No one helped me get there. No one paid my fucking bills. No one did shit for me. No one ran those fucking miles, lost that fucking weight. I suffered on my own and developed this man who said, it's who I am, man. A very competitive, ultra competitive dude that take it what you want, man.
I call that personal sovereignty.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of people that have that.
That's me.
There's a lot of people that change who they are depending upon what people want from them.
And that's me.
Yeah, that's important, man. And most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find it real quick.
If you start making money, you're gonna start walking taller, head up high, confidence gonna grow. You're gonna start dressing better, eating good, looking good, feeling good, talking good. And then once everybody see that, once you look good, feel good, talk good, walk good, man, bro, you won't even, man, that's when everything else fall in place, bro.
My whole thing is, bro, and if you know me, if anybody around me, they could tell you, bro, I don't give a how much money I get. I don't give a how big I end up being. I'm always gonna have the same hunger and mentality as I did before everything blew up.
Wake the hell up. It's time to make some money. Come on. Oh, it's 2:30 a.m. and I'm tired. Would you rather be rich and tired or broke and energized? Rich and tired. Okay, get the hell out. Get this money, man.
I want to say this, right?
You feel me?
See, I truly believe this. He always say, I say this, when you put the work in, God gonna show you the way.
Yes. Yes.
And like I just said, all of those YouTube videos you was doing, all of those failed skits that you was doing, you said, I had a bunch of all of that was lining you up to get to where you was at.
Exactly.
To find out, what do I do that the people love?
And you can't
just so happen to not be skits.
Yeah, and you can't, and I thought that was gonna be me.
Right.
Hey, look what Travis Scott posted on Instagram.
What Travis posted? What you posted? Travis probably got paid to post that. You on social media for free. Double tap scroll, not doing a goddamn thing. A single penny, become a content creator or some shit. Make some money off your social media shit. Why you doing that shit for free? This shit been a lot of time for people. Make some money, man. Burn some content.
People sit around and they pray and they ask God to get them to where they at, but they don't know that you gotta meet God halfway.
Yes.
That's how you get it done.
Yes.
God, you're not gonna just pray all day not doing nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta meet him halfway. And then you feel me? You keep praying, you keep doing your thing, but you got to be putting in that work. And when you meet him halfway, bro, that shit gonna pay off. Bro. No cap.
I started.
And when you get it, do not take it for granted. I don't see so much people get comfortable. Complacency is the most dangerous thing in the world. We can't get comfortable, bro. Once you get comfortable, you start losing yourself. You feel me? You start losing the hunger. You start losing the drive. Once you lose that, it's game over.
Then what's the mood of that?
Man, forget the mood. What the money at? You talking about moves? I'm trying to get rich. What the money at? Only moves I make is money moves. I need money.
If you whatever the hell you're going through, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of time, and a lot of pitfalls, a lot of plateaus. You're gonna hit so many fucking plateaus. If you don't know how to get around that plateau, it's not gonna happen fast.
Yeah, everybody wants the hack.
Yeah, everybody wants to hack. There is no hack, man. They have the woe is me mentality. It's too hard. Life isn't fair. These things in life are not easy for me. You look to your left, you look to your right, and you start to judge yourself off other people. Like, if you're a female, well, she's skinny and she doesn't work out as hard as I do. And everything starts to corrupt your mind. You start to look around too much at other people and what they're doing, and that starts to corrupt your own dialogue. We are judging ourselves against too many fucking people. You have to judge yourself against yourself. And that's the one thing I started learning, man. This isn't a race against me and Rich Roll. This is a race against David Goggins and David Goggins alone. And once you can silence all that bullshit, all the outside interference and things that are attracting your mind to everything, you can then start to grow in realizing I'm stressed out for no reason. This is my own little race. This is my own timeline, and this is how I'm going to run it.
I think that so many people are so disconnected from themselves. They're operating on autopilot. They're reacting to their environment that even when given the opportunity to set a goal for themselves, they generally don't set the right goal.
Right.
Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they don't even know who they are fundamentally.
That's the big thing, man. And that's why it was important for me to finally realize, stop being all these fake people I used to be, stop being afraid. There was no growth until I cut myself down to nothing, to the person I really was, the real human being. And once I found out who I really was, that's when I started growing.
It could be you. It could be you if you just get the up, see what you want to do, tunnel vision. The parties, distractions, all that. Because when you get, bro, I'm telling you, bro, once you get your hands on where you want to be at, you're going to feel it. And once you get to be able to take off, and once you feel some traction, you got to just keep going. You feel what I'm saying? All that going to come after, bro.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today. It's warm on the couch. Your missus says stay in bed. It's comfy, it's cozy. You've got work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly hungover.
Because I know every motherfucker ain't going to do what I'm going to do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
Look, it's simple. $1 million a year. That's $83,233.19 a month, which is also $19,065.23 a week, which is also $2,747.15 a day. It's possible. We just got to lock in and work like we never worked before. We can do this. I'm not going to say it's easy, but we can do this. Trust me.
There was no pat in the fucking back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. So those things that come out of me, that extract from me in the darkness, people are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it. Because what I've done is in the fucking unseen work, I built Frankenstein. So whenever shit gets nasty, David Goggins goes, you had nobody anyway, motherfucker. So see how I'm talking myself for now? That's me. That shit fires me the fuck up. That shit makes me fucking nuts. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom. You did that. So as times get hard for me, the truth comes out. And my truth is powerful as fuck. It's real. It's tangible. I feel it. It comes out of my brain as I speak about it. I'm reliving every single dark moment of my life to be here. So that is what people don't get. That is what motivates David Goggins, is the unseen work. Everybody needs that pat on the back. They need that training partner. They need that accountability coach. I don't need that shit. And neither do they. But it's what we've trained ourselves to believe that we need. The truth in front of you is it sucks. It's painful. It's fucking mind-numbing. And that is the truth. And that's why a lot of people don't like listening to me. Because this is what it takes. Creating another voice and sometimes going at it alone. All the time going at it alone because no one's gonna believe in you. That's that.
You have to get up every day and do the work.